Good morning, students. Today here we represent our revised topic of respiration in plant, because as we know that that chapter we are doing we're doing control and coordination, but that one chapter is reduced from your syllabus. That's why we are not continue with that. Okay. So according to first term syllabus, we have to be go with the first chapter life process, and here I think we have to be first clear your doubts regarding your topics, as students said that they have problem in respiration. So today I here started revision of topic respiration in plant first. Okay. So now what is respiration in plant? Respiration is the process of releasing energy from food. Means like human being and other animal. Plant also need oxygen from the environment and release carbon dioxide. This show that even plant undergo the process of respiration. So oxygen and carbon dioxide are also called respiratory gases. Okay. So the respiration in plant differ from human being and also from other animal in the following aspects, like respiration take place individually in all parts of the plant, like stem, roots, leaves, etc. In human being and animals, respiration take place through only one part only. So in plant, respiratory gases are hardly transported from part to another part, and on the other hand, in animals and human beings, respiratory gases are transported to all part of the body. So the rate of respiration is slow in plant, where it is faster in human and animals. If you talk about the process, so plant get oxygen by the process of diffusion. And you know what is diffusion? Diffusion is the only process through which much needed oxygen is supplied to all the cells of the plant. Means in plant, respiration in roots, respiration in stems, and respiration in leaves all are due to process of diffusion. So here, as you see the first slide, this is respiration in roots. Roots of plant take oxygen from the air that is present in between the particles of soil. As you see in your slide, there is root here. Okay. So root here, which is an extension of epidermal cell of root, is contact with the soil, and oxygen diffuse in root hair and reach the all other cells of the roots. It is through root hair that only carbon dioxide get diffused into them and is expelled from the roots of a plant. So respiration in roots of the plant occur by diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide through root hairs. Okay. Also many times we have noticed that plant die if we are waterlogged for a long. This is because due to waterlogging, air is expelled from the soil particles and oxygen become unavailable to the roots of the plant, and under this condition plant respire anaerobically, and you know the product of anaerobically is alcohol. So alcohol kill the plant, that's why plant can be waterlogged plant can be expelled. Okay. So this is all about respiration in roots. Now we go with this one is lenticels, because due to this and according to this we describe here the respiration in stem. Means the soft stem of small herbaceous plant have stomata in them, and hard stem of big plant like burger and mango tree have lenticels in them, and lenticels are in the small area of a bark. These cells are loosely placed and therefore allow the exchange of gases of respiratory gas between the air and living cell of the body stem. So stomata help in the gases exchange of respiratory gas between stem of herbaceous plant and their environment. It is through stomata that oxygen from air diffuse into the stem and goes to the all cell of the stem for respiration. And similarly, carbon dioxide produced in the stem diffuse out from the same stomata, and lenticels of tree are the large plant goes out into the air. So means in long or long trees means which where heights is very tall, those plant have lenticels in their bark which help them to get exchange of gases. Okay. So here it's last respiration in plant, because some plants means some no, it means all plants respirate in leaves. Okay, so respiration in leaves take place through stomata, that is present as tiny pores in the leaves of the plant. Oxygen get diffused in stomata and reach other cells of the leaves. Means the carbon dioxide produced in the process of respiration also get diffused with stomata and move out from the leaves. Okay, means respiration in leaves take place at both day and night time. And I already told you that this is very important point, because there is lots of MCQ type of question raised from here. Here I said that the respiration leaves where stomata is responsible for exchange of gases. Respiration leaves take place at both day and night time, but photosynthesis occur only during daytime. Because of this, the net gases exchange in leaves of a plant is during daytime oxygen is produced in the leaves. This is because photosynthesis occur during the daytime. So leaf use some of this oxygen for respiration and rest of it diffuse out in the air, which will be used by us. The carbon dioxide produced during respiration in the leaves is also used up in the photosynthesis. Rather, more carbon dioxide is required from the air. So, therefore, gases exchanged during daytime is oxygen diffuse out and carbon dioxide diffuse in. And during night time, there is no photosynthesis occur in the leaves. And therefore, in the process of respiration, oxygen diffuse into leaves from the air and carbon dioxide diffuse out in the air. So the net gases exchange in leaves at night is oxygen diffuse in, carbon dioxide diffuse out. So here, as you see in your slide, there is two stomata form. One is flaccid and one is bulge form. So here I think you all know that how gases exchange is happening over here. Okay. So better today here we describe respiration in plant, respiration in roots, respiration in stem, and respiration in leaves. Please remember all this. Please make notes also. We have revised it. We have lots of questions which I told you, which I given you to do in homework. Okay. Thank you.